Lovely colors, cheerful people. Thank you for being here. My name is Gabriel Edgal, representative of the principal investors of Green Africa. My dear brothers and sisters, I can only say thank you and that I am completely overwhelmed by your presence. I will stand on existing protocols, so I don't have to say supposed representative of the president. Today, as we gather under the radiant skies of this iconic African city, actually the first of them all, we are not just witnesses, but active participants in the historic transformation that signals a new dawn for our beloved nation, Liberia. Today, we all gather to make history and leave our footprints in the sands of time, marking the beginning of a new era for this institution and indeed our nation. On behalf of the Open Green Group, I extend heartfelt congratulations to His Excellency, the President, the Vice President, and the entire team for their election victory, and commend the people of Liberia for their role in embracing this period of rejuvenation and renewed hope. Global Bank Liberia's journey epitomizes dedication, resilience, and the relentless pursuit of excellence. As we embrace the transition to Bloom Bank Africa Liberia, we recognize a rebirth of values, a renewal of commitment, and a brighter future ahead for all Liberians. We commend the leadership of the Central Bank of Liberia, ably led by Mr. Talo, a good friend, and the distinguished board for giving us this opportunity to be a part of transformation in Liberia. Green Africa has a promise to leverage our collective strengths, the dynamism of the business community here, the resolute spirit of the Liberian people and the staff of this bank who have joined hands to birth this new chapter to deliver exceptional value for the people of Liberia. Your Excellency, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you a bit about who we are at Green Africa. The profound words of Kenya's former president, Jomo Kenyatta, aptly describes our reason for being. He said, and I quote, "Our children may learn about heroes of the past, but our tasks, yours and mine, is to make ourselves architects of our future." Green Africa was born to be architects of a future we desire. An Africa we can all be proud of. An Africa we can truly call our own, built by Africans, for Africans, home and abroad. Yes, we have many challenges, but we have chosen not only to point them out, but to be a part of the solution. And this is why we exist. We have a very lofty vision to enable greatness across Africa. Green's vision is to enable greatness across Africa. We are passionate about Africa's development and its amazing potential for greatness. We will enable greatness in people. We aim to enable greatness in businesses, in governments, and in nations of Africa. And why not? The greatness already exists. Ours is simply to facilitate its enablement. And even if we achieve nothing, at least we will dent the problem, which shall never be for lack of trying. To do this, we will leverage strong partnerships, Africa-focused institutions, We promise to be a conduit for knowledge that has the capacity to transform lives in Liberia. A conduit for capital, for development of infrastructure. We will facilitate intra-Africa trade, international trade, and the building of trade-enabling infrastructure in Liberia. We will leverage technology to solve challenges that we have identified in Liberia, and we enhance the productive capacities of SMEs through our business acceleration program, AfriCelerate. SMEs, we are coming for you. And finally, we will be the largest distributors of finance to all Liberians, and as the MD said, leveraging our digital and agent banking platforms. My dear Governor, you speak about banking inclusion, we are the bank to rely on for that. One such strong partnership I speak about is our collaboration with the African Export-Import Bank, Afreximbank. We in Oakwood Green Africa will act as the last mile facilitators of most of Afreximbank's programs. We realized we had a roadshow last year where we brought Afreximbank. So this is why, as strategic agents, Bloombank Africa Liberia is poised to fund any project and financing requirement that meets its internal lending criteria, regardless of size, complexity. Regardless of size and complexity. Do not look at the bank as small. It is standing on a large footing. Bring the transactions. We will leverage the almost $40 billion balance sheet size of Afreximbank and our other partners. We have positioned ourselves to move resources from areas of surplus to areas of deficit across Africa, helping to change the African narrative, empowering people, businesses, and governments across Africa. Our foundation is deeply rooted in the philosophy of Ubuntu. I am because you are. We recognize that our collective strength is derived from unity, and our individual successes inextricably linked to the overall well-being of our entire communities. We see Africa as one. I have traveled to so many countries in Africa. When people ask me, where are you from? I begin to think, where exactly? And I remember that originally Nigerian, but now truly, proudly African. Can we imagine if Africa were one? One country of 1.3 billion people with collective manufacturing and trading partner to take on the world, and not only have a seat on the table, but also to determine what is said on that table. Africa's potential has been talked about too many times, but perhaps not enough. Where else would you find that you can throw a seed out and it will sprout, bringing forth fruits? We have vast arable land, especially in Liberia, which means Africa can feed the world. Look at sunshine, source of power, right here, 24 hours, 7 days a week, all year round. It therefore means Africa can power the world. And then our teeming population, youth, powerful youth, we can become the manufacturing concern of the world. It is sad that we are not yet doing that. But then, Oakwood Green Africa is here. We'll collaborate with you all, and we will make it happen together. And I've not spoken about the beautiful women and their strength. We can mother the world. I think we should clap for the women here. But you know what? It is time to emancipate ourselves from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our minds. We have decided not to stand aside and look. We will harness our collective strengths. We will facilitate trades amongst ourselves and act as a conduit for distribution of resources and help to realize this great potential of Liberia and indeed Africa. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, launch of Bloomberg Africa Liberia Limited is a significant stride towards becoming architects of our own future. By unveiling this new identity, we are laying the cornerstone for a future where financial empowerment and inclusive growth are not just ideals, but tangible realities for every Liberian. As architects of the future, we are building a legacy of prosperity, a network of support, and a beacon of hope that will illuminate the path for generations to come. That is a promise. This launch brings to four actually, if you count Ghana, the number of Bloomberg Africa institutions in West Africa, having already established presence in the Gambia, Sierra Leone, and the microfinance in Ghana. Our vision is clear: to be the largest distributor of finance across Africa by providing access to finance to businesses and individuals across the length and breadth of the continent. We're on an ambitious journey to propagate this Pan-African model of development by establishing Bloomberg Africa in 10 countries, but with strategic partnerships with other regional blocs across the continent. Today, Liberia embarks on an important phase in its journey with Bloomberg Africa Liberia, poised to support the nation's significant economic potential and growth opportunities. Bloomberg Africa realizes the untapped potential in Liberia's mining, agriculture, and SME sectors, including tourism. And we stand ready to be anchors for nurturing potential in these sectors. Bloomberg Africa Liberia, in essence, is positioned as a growth partner for Liberia, committed to supporting various sectors, private sector and government programs to achieve collective prosperity and development. Today, I extend my deepest appreciation and congratulations to the management and staff, the board of Central Bank, to our loyal customers, to the press, and every well-meaning Liberian and African. Today is your day. Today marks a change. Today marks the beginning of good things to come. Your Excellency, brothers and sisters, as I close, nobody understands Africa like we do. Nobody can build Africa for us. We are the only ones that can do it. Nobody can tell the Africa story the way we tell it. We are telling it across the world in our cultures, creative cultures, in music, art, and dance. That lovely lady now demonstrated the kind of talent that we have in each and every one of us. It will be our duty to harness this talent, working with you. Together, we can, in our own small way, set in motion the transformation of our continent and the betterment of the lives of our people through innovative ways of thinking and finding African solutions to African problems. Through Bloomberg Africa, we will tell our stories, our successes, and we will make the African greatness happen for you, for you, for you, and for me. Come join me, let us bloom together. Welcome to Bloomberg Africa Liberia.
Thank you very much.